Buenos dias! Today we are going to be learning the names of some very common foods that people have for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. ¿Están listos? ¿Ya tienen su cuaderno y su lápiz? ¿Sí? Vamos a empezar. Okay, so we'll start with the name for food, la comida. Now, we learned in a previous lesson that la comida can mean meal, and it can also mean food. La comida. La comida. Okay, so on this slide we have some foods that are commonly eaten for breakfast. For example, cereal, and in Spanish that is el cereal. Nice, it's spelled exactly the same way in Spanish as in English, but pronounced differently. El cereal. Okay, el huevo is an egg, or the egg. El huevo. El huevo. El tocino is bacon. And in some places they also say el bacon, which is spelled the same way but with an accent on the O. But el tocino is used quite frequently. El tocino. El panecillo is a roll. El panecillo. El pan tostado is toast. So pan is bread, and tostado, of course, is toasted. So it's toasted bread, bread toasted. El pan tostado. And lastly, we have la mantequilla. La mantequilla is butter. La mantequilla. Here are some foods that are commonly eaten for lunch. So we have el bocadillo is a word for sandwich. And sometimes in some places they also say el sandwich. El bocadillo or el sandwich means sandwich. El jamón is ham. So remember that J is going to sound like an H. Okay? El jamón. El jamón. Okay, accent reminds you to put the accent on the second syllable. El jamón. That's ham. El queso is cheese. El queso. So in Spanish, QU sounds like a K, not like a QW like in English. Like we have a lot of words that start with QU, like quiet or quick or quack, but you don't pronounce it that way in Spanish. So don't say queso. Okay? It's el queso. El queso. La ensalada is salad, and you can actually see the word salad in there. Okay, it's just got an added syllable at the beginning and one at the end. La ensalada. La ensalada. This one's easy. La pizza. That's pizza. La pizza. La hamburguesa is hamburger. Okay, so we're not going to pronounce that H. That's silent. Hamburguesa. So it's actually spelled the same as in English up to the G, and then the rest of the letters are different. La hamburguesa. La hamburguesa. And here are some foods that are commonly consumed at dinner time or supper time. So a lot of people like to eat meat, some type of meat. La carne. La carne is meat. El pollo is chicken. El pollo. Think poultry in English. El pollo. El pescado is fish. Now, there are actually two words for fish in Spanish. This word means a dead fish on your plate that's going to be consumed. El pescado. El arroz is rice. You've probably heard of arroz con pollo. Okay, that's rice with chicken. El arroz. And beans is a big staple. Los frijoles. So the J sounds like an H. Frijoles. Los frijoles. And these are vegetables. Now, in Spanish, there are actually several words for vegetables. Probably will be different depending on exactly where you are. So you can say las verduras, which literally are the greens. Okay, you can see the word, part of the word verde in there, green, las verduras, las verduras. Or you can say las legumbres. That's related to the English word legume, but it means vegetables in Spanish. Or you can say los vegetales, and so that G is going to have an H sound, vegetales. Okay, so again, the three words for vegetables in Spanish are las verduras, las legumbres, and los vegetales. La lechuga is lettuce. La lechuga. El tomate, that one's pretty obvious. That's tomato. El tomate. El tomate. And las papas are potatoes. Las papas. And here are some desserts. Okay, yummiest part of the meal, right? Dessert. El postre is dessert. El postre. El helado is ice cream. So once again, H is going to be silent. El helado. So don't say helado. El helado. El helado. El flan is a very popular dessert in a lot of Hispanic countries. So it's just flan. It's a type of custard. El flan. And there are a couple of words for cake. In some places they say el pastel. In other places they say la torta. Okay, el pastel, la torta. Okay, that's it for la comida today. So, adiós, hasta luego.